Holy shit.
Oh, I've got fucking chills. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Cam. This is Zay, and we are here getting into the very last episode of Game of Thrones, episode 6 of season 8, The Iron Throne. I just want to thank everybody who's been here from at any point that you guys jumped on this train. It means so much to have you guys here. I love reading your comments, and after this, Zay is going to be able to go back and read the comments himself. So it really means a lot that you guys joined us. I really appreciate it. Zay really appreciates it, and you know, we're excited to continue on our journey with other series and other movies, but we still have to get through this. Okay, if you like movies, you have got to check this out. This is a really cool piece of movie art that gives you the essence of your favorite movie in your home. It's called Movie Palette. Movie Palette is a special form of art, and here's how it works.
By analyzing and identifying the dominant colors corresponding with each individual scene of your favorite movie, artists specialized in the digital world are able to craft a beautiful piece of artwork that encapsulates your cherished film as a whole. The colors are laid out in chronological order from left to right, with varying sizes corresponding to the time on screen.
Yes, that's right. They take your favorite movies and transform them into amazing art. Movies speak to us. We connect with the characters, we follow along with the plot, and we soak in the script as if we were living it.
Now imagine getting to take all those feelings of entertainment like no other and putting them on a canvas to engage with, to speak to you, and to admire in your home.
I got a movie palette of one of my top favorite movies of all time, Avatar. Whenever I see it, I remember scenes from the movie as if they were playing in front of my eyes, and that's what it can do for you. It can say, remember that action scene? Remember that love scene? Remember the laughter, the array of emotions you had during this movie?
Or maybe you just want one that works best for your home. With Movie Palette's wide collection to choose from and the ability to create custom palettes, the opportunities are endless. Personally, I'm still browsing for one that works best for me, and I can't wait to get my hands on one.
And don't forget to use the coupon code Cam&Zay15 at checkout. That's CAMANDZAY15 to get 15% off.
And guys, by supporting Movie Palette, you're supporting us as well. So don't miss out on this incredible piece of artwork and get yourself a Movie Palette today.
Again, we love and appreciate the support. Thank you guys for being here. It really does mean the world. But it's time. If you guys like what you're watching, leave a like down below. And if you're not already, subscribe to stay tuned for more. And if you want to watch our full-length reaction to this, you can check it out on Patreon. The link for that is in the description. Zay, what do you remember previously?
Blood and fire, right? Or fire and blood?
Fire and blood.
Yeah, a whole bunch of it. A little bit too much, I think, for one's taste. I don't think that there was as much fire and blood of civilians needed. But yeah, Dany, I was going to say Dany took over King's Landing. I would say more she flattened it. She destroyed the Red Keep. Cersei and Jaime are gone. They died. Where the dragon skulls are, I don't know what that. I forget what that area is actually called. But underneath,
I don't remember the name, but the basement, pretty much.
Yeah,
the dungeon.
They died clutching each other in each other's arms. It was sad, emotional. Euron's gone. He got into a fight with Jaime, but succumbed to his wounds, assumingly, against Jaime. The Mountain and the Hound got to go at it. We saw both of them fall from the stairs into the fire. Yeah, it was something to behold. There was a lot, like I said, a lot of fire, a lot of blood. A moment where King's Landing had surrendered and the bells were ringing, and Dany said, "Nah, I don't care," and decided to lay waste to most of the population inside of King's Landing. And where does this leave us? I mean, Jon and Tyrion have to be like, oh no. They have to be like, oh no. You know, she snapped. Well, it seems that she snapped. And
Zay, she snapped.
Yeah, she snapped. Oh no, yeah.
I don't know how any more snap you need to see. That's that she snapped.
Some people might be like, well, did she? But, so yeah, man, it was a hell of an episode. It was an amazing episode. It was really cool, really intense. And I have a lot of questions that I'm hoping will be answered in the freaking finale. Man, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's a nice little recap. With that being said, let's get into the last episode of Game of Thrones.
Fitting to start off on Tyrion.
Dude. And he's like the right-hand man.
Right. Like everyone involved to other lords, like, well, you supported this foreign queen doing this because you guys support. Like, this wouldn't have happened if you just, like, oh my god,
Just a walking flesh. Game of Thrones knows how to utilize silence
so well, so
yeah.
well
Super
to
well.
make the mood super just like, oh my god.
In the name of the one true queen, Daenerys Targaryen, I sentence you to die. Greywa!
These men are prisoners.
It is not over until the queen's enemies are defeated.
We won.
I obey my queen's commands, not yours.
And what are the Queen's commands?
Kill all who follow Cersei Lannister. These are free men. They chose to fight for her.
Yeah, but they chose to give up their swords.
Oh, the tension's crazy.
Yeah. They did pick their swords back up, though.
Yeah, true.
But they were getting murdered. It's complicated.
It's
But they did fight for her at the beginning. And they did choose that.
We should speak with the Queen.
But still, John's right. And Davos is right.
Mhm.
Look at them.
Yeah, what more do you want from these guys? They're fucked. Anyway, just make them prisoners. Oh wait, that won't work because she doesn't want prisoners or slaves. Man. God, the fucking silence.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
It's Jamie's hand. It's like he could have
Yeah.
seen Cersei's and still felt bad, but like this was Jamie's.
He's seeing, yeah, and knowing it's his hand. Oh. Oh
So
my
many
god.
times. It rains a Castamere again. So many times these two had the opportunity to kill Tyrion. And
Right.
Cersei obviously wanted to more than Jamie. You could say Jamie never even wanted to, but they never did.
Mhm.
But someone at the hands of Tyrion,
Did it.
they died.
Oh my god.
His mother, indirectly. His father,
Mhm.
directly. And his
Directly.
two siblings, indirectly.
Right.
The death of a lot of close family members, he probably feels are on him.
The last Lannister.
Yep. No other Lannister. Jeez. It's not Drogon's fault either. He's just doing what his mama told him.
You know how that feels though? It's like your hope was like, well, we have a dragon, we can win this war. But then what happens when the person with all that power? It's like you guys winning a war, and it's like, oh, it was thanks to this nuclear weapon. It's like, well, the person that runs the world now is evil and is going to use that.
Look
Oh,
at that fucking
shit.
shot.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
With the wings expanding behind her. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made her look like a dragon.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like, well, now this weapon.
It just depends on whose hands it's in.
Yeah.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sheesh. Sure, by killing them.
Right. What? Hmm.
My fucking gosh.
Fuck, man.
She really said the whole world.
Yeah.
You freed your brother. You committed treason.
I freed my brother. And you slaughtered a city.
Oh! Yeah. Talk your talk, Tyrion.
Tyrion, regardless of what happens to you now, you're a badass.
He doesn't, yeah. He's like, I don't give a fuck at this point. You became something that said you really wouldn't be.
That look to Jon.
Mm.
What happened?
I came to kill Cersei. Your queen got there first.
Yeah.
She's everyone's queen now.
Try telling Sansa.
Right?
Try telling it to the rest of the world.
She knows who you are. You'll always be a threat to her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I know a killer when I see one.
Great perspective or perception, Arya. Totally.
Mhm.
I did not know she was a killer.
Yeah, I don't know what gave it away.
I suppose there's a crude kind of justice. Now Varys' ashes can tell my ashes. See? I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She liberated the people of Slavers Bay. She liberated the people of King's Landing. And she'll go on liberating until the people of the world are free. And she rules them all.
And you've been by her side, counseling her. Until today.
Until today.
What a crazy line. She'll go on freeing people until she rules them all.
Right.
She saw her dragon shot out of the sky.
And she burned down a city for it.
Ah, it's easy to judge when you're standing far from the battlefield.
Jon!
Would you have done it?
Yeah, seriously, Jon.
Tyrion said, would you have done it?
Yeah.
Must it matter what I do?
It matters more than anything.
Bro. Come on, Jon. Wake up, bro. Like, snap out of it.
Everywhere she goes, evil men die, and we cheer her for it. And she grows more powerful and more sure that she is good and right.
Damn.
Mm.
She believes her destiny is to build a better world for everyone. If you believed that, if you truly believed it, wouldn't you kill whoever stood between you and paradise?
Stannis did.
Yeah. Damn. Yo, Tyrion's dialogue right now is crazy.
I know you love her, but I believed in her with all my heart.
It's the hopelessness feeling is just insane right now.
He's saying whatever he can say before his death. I mean,
Love is
Yeah.
more powerful than reason. We all know that. Look at my brother.
oh,
Love is the death of duty.
love is the death of duty.
Sometimes duty is the death of love.
Oh.
You've tried to protect people. Who is the greatest threat to the people now?
Oh. Oh, what a tough pill to swallow. Or to accept.
Yeah.
Who is more dangerous than the rightful heir to the Iron Throne?
Dude, his face, John's face.
Right.
Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? And you have to choose now.
Don't be loyal to a fault. You're kind of treading that dangerous territory, being loyal to a fault. Tyrion's trying to guide him too. He's trying to give him like, dude, you will die. You will not like, and your sisters will be after you.
And if they're not, they're going to be before you. And then
Yeah.
you'll die.
So either way. Oh, Chunky Boy was sleeping right there? Jesus.
You want to know what's crazy too?
Hmm.
Is that we saw a vision of her, you know, in the Red Keep during the snow a long time ago.
Yeah.
Turns out it was ashes this whole time.
Yeah. Wasn't snow at all. Oh, how I wish it was snow.
I mean, this was practically the vision.
Yeah.
She's had a long journey up until now.
Yeah. Oh, so many mixed emotions. Like, damn, you're sitting on the Iron Throne.
Oh, she's touching it
Well,
now.
soon to be sitting.
There it
Not
is.
hopefully.
She's finally here, touching the throne. She's gotten to the Iron Throne.
Yeah. That's awkward.
Have you been down there? Have you seen children, little children burned?
Oh,
I tried to make peace with Cersei. She used their innocence as a weapon against me.
You're insane.
You can forgive all of them. Make them see they made a mistake. Make them understand.
oh boy.
I don't know where this is gonna go.
The world we need is a world of mercy. It has to be.
And it will be. It's not easy to see something that's never been before.
You can see in her eyes how like righteous she thinks she is.
She's fucking off the deep end.
What about everyone else? All the other people who think they know what's good.
They don't get to choose.
Oh my good lord.
Be with me. Build the new world with me. We do it together.
Once that coin flipped
We break the
and landed,
Yeah, you're not gonna get her back.
You are my queen. Now. And always.
I knew he did it, didn't he? Did he actually do it?
he did. What choice did he have, honestly?
Zero.
You got to give Tyrion props. He's been good at talking his way out of situations, and at the very moment of no hope, he's still able to talk his way to this.
Oh shit, don't let Drogon walk up and see that shit. He's gonna eat you alive. Oh, you're fucked. You're dead. Drogon's so gonna... I mean, I know he's a Targaryen, but I don't know if Drogon's gonna forgive Mama's death like that. Oh, that's so sad. They didn't have to do that. With him nuzzling her, trying to move her. That's so fucking sad. Oh, he just realized.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, I've got fucking chills. He said, "Here's
said,
another
"Fuck
1,000
it."
of those pointy things."
Yeah, fuck the throne.
Oh, so much symbolism here. I fucking love this. So to answer your question, Zay, or my question, ain't nobody sitting on the Iron Throne.
Fuck the throne, man. Wow.
That's what he said. This is what got my, this is what got my mama killed.
Killed. She wanted so badly, and it was her downfall was actually achieving it.
And also, there's a pointy thing in her, and there's a bunch of pointy things
right there. So the
he
pointy
might not
monster
know
must do it.
that John did it. I mean, he might have trusted John so much that he probably thought John came in on it too.
For sure.
There's a chance. Oh,
no fucking way.
oh,
Wow.
oh. I love that dragon so fucking much.
Farewell, Drogon, for what it appears.
I know
to
he
be.
killed a bunch of people, but again, that wasn't.
Mama told him to do that.
Yeah.
We can't judge a child on its parents' actions.
A dragon.
Completely. What?
A dragon.
It's a child. Her child.
At that moment, it was a dragon.
Her dragon child.
Yeah, but I think a child killing somebody is a bit different than a dragon killing somebody.
If you give a toddler a flamethrower and put it in the middle of a city, it might just. I can't guarantee the actions.
Clearly, some time has passed.
Yeah.
The ashes of John are gone.
Yeah.
And his beard is longer.
Where's John?
He is our prisoner. We will decide what we do with our prisoners. This is our city now.
If you look outside the walls of your city, you'll find thousands of Northmen who will explain to you why harming Jon Snow is not in your interest.
I swore to follow Daenerys Targaryen.
You swore to follow a tyrant.
She freed us from a tyrant. Let the Unsullied give him what he deserves.
Say another word about killing my brother and I'll cut your throat.
Oh.
John committed his crime here. His fate is for our king to decide, or our queen.
We don't have a king or queen.
Nope.
You're the most powerful people in Westeros. Choose one. What unites people? Stories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story.
Me and Isaiah and everybody watching right now are united because of this story.
Mm-hmm.
And who has a better story than Bran the Broken? The boy who fell from a high tower and lived. He knew he'd never walk again, so he learned to fly. He crossed beyond the wall, a crippled boy, and became the three-eyed raven.
It's a damn good story.
It's a fucking fire story.
He can't father children.
Good. Sons of kings can be cruel and stupid.
Oh.
That is the wheel our queen wanted to break.
That's fucking facts.
Mm-hmm.
No more passing, none of this shit.
Rulers will not be born. They will be chosen.
Yeah, it doesn't just stay in one family's line because they're in power.
Or even rotate between families because of ancestry or weddings or killings
Right.
or whatnot. It's
no matter
more
how
like
bad they are. Because, like,
people we choose. You know, like.
Sometimes the best rulers are the ones that don't want to rule.
If we choose you, will you wear the crown?
Why do you think I came all this way?
That just gave me chills. That was smart.
Kept saying, I'm not the Lord of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Say aye.
Aye. Aye.
It's a good option.
Mm-hmm.
Who's enemies with Bran?
Yeah, for sure. And who better to lead than the person that knows all of their mistakes ever made?
I love you, little brother. I always will. You'll be a good king. But tens of thousands of Northmen fell in the Great War, defending all of Westeros. And those who survived have seen too much and fought too hard ever to kneel again. The North will remain an independent kingdom, as it was for thousands of years.
They're like, we can do that?
Right? What? We can. I rescind my eye.
Still a pretty decent solution, though.
Yeah.
All hail Bran the Broken, first of his name, king of the Andals and the first men, lord of the 6 kingdoms, protector of the realm.
Claire's at Sansa.
Yeah.
And he's had his throne with him this whole time.
Yeah, he'll never. Yeah, he doesn't even need another throne.
Lord Tyrion, you will be my hand.
Choose anyone else.
I choose you.
You cannot.
Pokemon.
Yes, I can.
He's
I'm
king.
This man is a criminal. He deserves justice.
He just got it. He made many terrible mistakes. He's going to spend the rest of his life fixing them.
Oh, shit.
Giving you to the Unsullied would start a war. Letting you walk free would start a war. So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch.
Was it right? What I did?
Yeah, John, it was.
For sure.
Ask me again in 10 years.
I don't expect we'll ever see each other again.
I wouldn't be so sure. A few years as Hand of the King would make anyone want to piss off the edge of the world.
I might be back there.
Hey, I mean, now that you're at the wall, you have a higher chance of seeing Tormund and Ghost.
Sure.
Sis. Suliva Vajonath.
That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Missandei's home.
Yep. Fuck, man.
The North is free thanks to you.
But they lost their king.
Ned Stark's daughter will speak for them.
Aw.
I'm not going back north.
Where are you going?
What's west of Westeros?
She was wondering
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
No one knows. It's where all the maps stop.
It's the edge of the world.
That's where I'm going.
Flat Earth.
Aw.
Damn.
It's always these two. Like Arya,
know.
or Sansa and Jon, great, but something with
Yeah.
these two is so much more emotional.
It goes from to very emotional to just
You're great.
deadpan.
Sorry I wasn't there when you needed me.
You were exactly where you were supposed to be.
Damn, for someone wondering if they did the right thing, that must have felt good.
Yeah. Coming from Bran, you know it's right.
Right.
But damn, if he ever told you you fucked up, that sucks.
It's the Stark song in the background.
And just as they all get reconvened, they're all going to be away from each other all over again.
Yep.
All separated again.
But Arya's a little adventurer now.
I know. Little explorer. Yep.
Yeah. With barely anything.
Yeah. Finish his story, Brienne. Yes.
Talks about how he,
Yeah.
fought for the living.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Brienne, you're a fucking G.
Yeah, for real. And if I'm not mistaken, at one point, didn't he? I think he had the shortest entry, but it looks like he might have like the fucking longest one now.
Yeah.
That was the joke in the beginning, or he got.
Well, that's what she just saw, was that he had like nothing there. Short. There was like he was the shortest.
Yeah,
one.
but I think like someone pointed it out when they were in the book.
Joffrey did, I'm pretty sure.
Joffrey did, yeah. He's like, oh, look at so the Kingslayer has the shortest, whatever the fuck he said. So, hello.
What's this?
A Song of Ice and Fire.
Hey, it's the name of the book series.
I suppose I come in for some heavy criticism.
I don't believe you're mentioned.
Cool.
And Drogon? Any word?
He was last spotted flying east towards
Farther
the land.
away, the better.
Perhaps I can find him.
Hey, maybe. We've never seen Bran warg into a dragon.
Imagine. Jesus.
Sir Podrick.
Sir
Hey.
Podrick.
Lord Davos, we have an armada to rebuild and ports to repair.
We have. These projects will begin as soon as the Master of Coin provides funding.
The Master of Coin looks forward to helping the Master of Ships, but first he has to ensure we're not wasting coin, or soon
Crazy.
There won't be no more.
Bronn gets to be the master of coin, Davos the master of ships.
Yeah.
I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel.
We're never gonna hear the end of that joke.
Yeah. Fuck. Man. I know it.
Hey.
Let's go. There is orange-haired bastard. It's probably like, did you bring Brienne? By chance? Oh, I forgot. He saw that. Or yeah, I forgot. He lost her to Jamie.
That was a cool transition.
That was so cool.
Sansa getting her place as pretty much queen of the north. And Arya, of course, going on her
Adventures.
And Jon with the wildlings.
Wow. I love how they're cutting it back and forth between them all. And as they're all
Yeah.
kind of doing like similar things, walking upstairs or looking out over something or whatever the case may be. I hear that panting. Is that a good boy? That's a good boy. Is he missing an ear?
Yeah, he was in a big fight, Zay.
I didn't see he was missing an ear. Jeez, poor
It's
buddy.
much better than a life. Oh.
Oh, fucking ghost, you cute bastard. That's a good boy. That's such a good boy. He's such a good boy.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Wow. Chills.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Jon said, fuck the wall.
Bring Ghost out to scout.
No, he's going to live with the wildlings.
Oh, so he's just straight going north.
Yeah. He's always been a man of the wildlings.
Facts.
At least he's always been like trying to get them on his side.
Yeah.
So it's pretty damn good ending for him too.
Mm-hmm. One last look. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this is, this is where the first men ended up as well.
Yeah.
And, there's so Stark. One of the first men was the Starks, and he was a descendant of the first men. So he's back out here. With the
Oh,
wildlings.
yeah. Wow.
All right. That was Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 6, the finale, the end of the show. There is no Q&A needed to be had here. I just want to know what your thoughts were on this episode first, and then the show as an entire series. Mainly with this episode, I want to know if you're happy with how it ended and each of the characters' arcs, and then get into your thoughts about the entire series.
Yeah. Part of me obviously was like, it would have been satisfying to see Jon become king, obviously, with him actually having the rightful, being the rightful heir to the throne. However, it's still satisfying being able to see him live out his life where he didn't want to be king. He's really just against it so
Honestly,
bad.
he was more Jon Snow than he was ever Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it was nice to see him. I totally thought we weren't going to see Tormund and freaking Ghost again. I got to see them both. I was so happy.
Want
So
to
he
hear
gets
interesting little announcement?
What?
I've been waiting for a while to tell you this. There is a Jon Snow sequel series that is in development.
Oh, that's exciting.
So if you guys are here right now and you're watching, make sure you stick around because we will be reacting to the Jon Snow sequel series. Anything can happen. I'm not sure. Do they go on a search for Drogon? Is there another threat north of the wall?
Right.
What happens? I don't know, but yeah, that's a cool little thing coming up.
It feels like, it just felt like they, without it being cliche or like anything like that they had all the puzzle pieces just fell into place correctly for the characters, between Jon getting to live, a life as like with the wildlings now. Like you said, the first men started here. He's a Stark, for the descendant of Starks. First men were Starks, was a Stark. So it's like, it was super satisfying to see that. Then you go to Bran. Bran was,
the first men were kind of like pushed out north of the wall, but then but there were some first men like the Starks that stayed and became like part of the North, and then but they were still all first men, so it's kind of like he split from the wildlings when the Starks stayed.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But now he's going back to, like, he's basically going back to a bunch of descendants of the first men.
Right. So and then you have Arya, who's clearly never wanted to be a lady. Probably didn't want to be a knight. No, she's an adventurer. Very fitting for her to be able to go out and explore, and find out. What was it? What's west of
Westeros?
Or west of Westeros? Because
you got Essos, and then you got Westeros. But then
what's west of that?
Yeah.
Sansa, it came full circle with her, being a leader. She was fit to be a leader and to lead Winterfell. I kind of expected that, and I think I did say in one of the posts or in one of the reactions that I thought maybe the North might stay separate. And that's just who Sansa was. She just didn't want to bend a knee. She refused to. Unfortunately, if it had been Dany, she probably would have been executed for it. So, and then of course Bran. I didn't expect it, but yeah, are you kidding me? Man literally is the past. He knows everything about everything, so it makes sense.
That was another controversial thing about this season, because here's the thing: who are you going to put on the Iron Throne that's going to make everybody happy? How do you explain Jon going on the throne? He doesn't want to be king. He murdered the queen. How's he going to get away with that? So they were limited to options, and I think Bran was a decent fit. I think it made sense as to why they chose him. His good stories, and he's got knowledge of the past, can help with the future. But yeah, the choice to make him king was definitely a controversial aspect of the finale as well. So,
and it's not the first time we've heard the discussion of, what's a better story to hear for that's like for the person that becomes a leader. First it was John. They thought John's story would be great, but yeah, Bran the Broken, and he got pushed out of a tower. He became crippled. He learned how to fly, and they did a dope job with having Tyrion kind of run through that story and like talk about how he is the past. He knows our mistakes. He knows it, vouching for him. And yeah, 100%. I was not disappointed with that selection. I thought it was really dope. I love how they did break the wheel. You have Bran the Broken starting the broken wheel. So it's definitely
no more
cool.
passing down from house, like no more passing down like your reign and whatnot.
You don't inherit the throne. You can't inherit the throne. It's
Right.
You got to get selected to be placed.
Now, Dany did want to Dany basically thought the throne was her based off of her right, but she also thought the throne was hers because of, well, she thought it should be hers because of her ideals and whatnot.
Right.
But she did, she couldn't have children, so obviously she wasn't thinking about that. Like, obviously that was part of the wheel she wanted to break because that's not something she could have done. So,
and she got mad at Tyrion when he had brought it up that one time, when he tried to bring up a discussion of, well, how do we decide who's on the throne after you? And she's like, let's focus on getting the throne first.
Right.
Like,
right. So I'm sure that's definitely part of the wheel that was meant to be broken, and that was broken.
What a small council. By the way,
yeah.
Bronn is master of coin. Sam solidifying his spot. He's Archmaester, right?
Grand Maester.
Or Grandmaester. Arch is
the Citadel's Grand Maester, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like the top of the top.
Sam's Grand Maester. You got Brienne and Podrick are both knights. They appear to be Kingsguard, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
I believe so.
Figured from like the armor and them being around.
I'm pretty sure Brienne is probably head of the Kingsguard, and Podrick is like the King's Squire, which is got to be the best Squire he could be.
Yeah. It was really dope to see all these characters kind of how they fall into place.
Grey Worm heading to Noth.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was a beautiful wrap up. That did send a little shiver down my spine when he's like, "We sail for Noth." I was like, "Damn." Yeah. It was just like, yeah, it was tense too in the beginning of the episode. I was like,
Danny's arc.
Danny's arc was great actually. They wrote it really well, and they roped me in. They had me rooting for this girl all the way up until literally like the last two episodes, or the second and to the penultimate and then the pre-penultimate. Up until those points, I was behind Dany 100%. Then I was like, oh, we can't have her. And like, it's like this, they did a good job of kind of relaying that feeling of panic and like despair. Like, now what do we do? This girl has a dragon. She has all these foreign soldiers here. It's like, how do we, even if you kill her, it's like, okay, but like you still have Drogon to worry about and all this other stuff. Yeah, her story arc was super, super dope. We got to see Yara sitting with all of them. We got to see Robin, Aaron as well. It was just, dude, it was really just awesome. I just kind of transitioning into my overall thoughts of the series. I see exactly why it was hyped as much as it was, and it lived exactly up to its potential. I can say as a first-time viewer, this shit was unbelievable, and I wouldn't be surprised if, when I have free time eventually, to try to go back and watch it, or make Tina, my girlfriend, watch it with me. The show is just, there's so many layers, there's so many relationships, there's so much going on, and I'm sure there's a lot I missed. And I know there's parts too where like if I missed something, you couldn't really say anything because you're like, I don't want to, I want you to find out. So if you miss it, you miss it. Yeah, the writing was insane. The filming of it was insane. Cinematography, just the effects, the dragons. It's like, it was amazing. I loved it. Season 8 was dope. Super dope. I could see why people had those two controversial pieces, one with Bran and the other one with Dany's flip, but I thought they explained those two pieces well. in my opinion.
There
So,
was some other minor controversial things that
well, like I know
haven't brought
some
up.
people complained about how dark the long
Yeah,
night battle was. I know that.
another common complaint was people got a little upset about the pacing of things. It got a lot quicker towards the end, meaning, if
Yeah.
people needed to get to a city, it just cut to them at the city at that point.
Right.
That was an issue some people had. Personally, again, for me, it didn't bother me. We needed to pick the pace up anyways to get everything wrapped up where it
Yeah.
was.
Well, yeah, and I guess it kind of to me it felt like in the beginning and stuff. It's like when you're watching them travel to a city, it's a lot of the time it's because there's something going on. Like maybe they run into like another like house, or they run into like some trouble on their way, and it kind of helps develop these characters, and you kind of get to see their morals and their skills and this. And it's like by now we have a grasp of John. He's a good fighter. He's like he's timid, like he's smart. He thinks we understand, like we have a grasp of team, we have a grasp of these characters. So we don't need to see the whole traveling. We need to see, I mean, to me, I was fine with it. I did notice the pace certainly did pick up. But yeah, highly recommend this series. It's still unbelievable. I can't believe we're done.
What do you rate it?
Man, as a series, I don't watch a lot of series, but if I had to rate a series, I mean, I would say 9.25. Yeah, it's like I do, because it's just, to me, like I don't watch a ton of series. I do watch a decent amount, but this is one of the most, if not the most well done one I've watched personally. I don't think I've ever rated a series that high for myself.
It's probably my favorite series of all time. I don't know if there's one ever been higher than this. The journey. This series is, what a wild journey we went on from beginning to end. And I just want to say to anybody out there, to other people who might think the ending was controversial to them, whether they liked it or disliked it, well, we all had a great journey, regardless of what you think about the end. And I think that's a really important message to take home, is that, like, listen, if you're going to arrive at a landfill, or if you're going to arrive at the biggest, most beautiful castle of all time, sure, you would prefer the castle, but if you have an amazing, beautiful journey to either of those destinations, you can't let the end of the journey impact how beautiful the journey was getting there regardless. So
yeah,
I'm sure for some people it still tarnished it in one way or another, but I think it's important to really appreciate this journey regardless of what you think about the end. I'm someone who's perfectly satisfied with the end of the show, and I just want to again put it out there that this 8-season journey that we went on, the things that we experienced, I mean, the Red Wedding is arguably one of the most harrowing, insane shockers on television, or has ever happened on television in television history. You could even put it up there with movies as well. Like the things that we went through, the emotions we experienced, the characters we rooted for, we saw die, we saw live, that it was just an amazing, beautiful journey. And I can't think of anything that has topped this for me so far.
No, not as a series. And I think that even if the ending was controversial to some people, I don't think that the ending defines the show at all. It can't. It's just like I've seen shows where it's like the ending ruins the show and it's like it makes people be like, you don't want to watch this. But I would believe that even if people found this ending controversial, or like season 8 a little bit controversial, they would still be like, watch the show. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's like, yeah, there's been controversy, but me personally, I'd be like, watch the show. Like it's not, you can't even trying to explain the show to somebody, try to put it into words. One, there's too much, but number two, it would never justify like seeing it on screen, seeing it play out, seeing the emotions, seeing the acting, the performance, and the effects and the cinematography. You can't experience Game of Thrones unless you watch Game of Thrones. Like it's
facts
for me. So
yeah, that's a great way to end it off. You can't appreciate Game of Thrones, you can't experience Game of Thrones unless you watch Game of Thrones. And guys, that's what we just did. And it means so much again that you guys were here on our journey. It's an unbelievable feeling. You know, we did record a lot to get ahead of time. So House of the Dragon has not come out yet. We are excited to get into the show. By the time you're watching this, House of the Dragon has aired season 1. We hope it's good. But we want to say, you know, when our very first video on this channel was Game of Thrones. And, you know, we started this session where we ended the show the same day we hit 1,000 subscribers. Now we have no idea what our subscriber count is now, but for all the people who have been here from the beginning and again who have joined on the way, we love and appreciate you guys so much. And I am so ecstatic that we have an archive of episodes of Zay's first time watching every single one of these, and he can go back and watch it. You guys can go back and watch it. I can go back and watch it. And I'm glad we were able to share this experience with you. I'm glad I was able to share this experience with Zay. And, you know, it gets me super excited for things to come, like House of Dragon for us, even though by the time you're watching this already aired, but the Jon Snow sequel series. I mean, now that we know that this sequel series is coming out, House of the Dragon is a prequel series. So as you know, until that announcement, Game of Thrones, the end of Game of Thrones is the end of the Game of Thrones universe. But now, since it's a sequel series, we're going to find out more. I mean, we could see Tyrion again. We could see Arya again. We could see all these characters again. We have no idea. But, you know, I'm super excited to continue this journey. And again, I can't put into words how much we appreciate and we're grateful that we were able to share this with you guys and that you guys were able to join along. It means so much.
Man, I can't believe it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Fuck,
all right,
man. Well,
with
guys,
that being said,
we appreciate everything. Yeah, no, I just want to say, appreciate all the love and support and everything, guys. It's been awesome. I can't wait to go back and read through some of the comments. I'm sure there's some people like, this kid has no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm sure people are like, he's not even ready for this. So I'm excited. I'm going to try to actually probably catch up. I mean, well, you guys by the time they see this, I'll probably have, I plan on watching all the reactions. So I'll get to, you know, experience them kind of again and get to see people's comments and see what they're talking about. And finally, I'm in the loop, guys. I'm one of you.
Yes, Zay, you are now officially one of us. I can't say we'll have to see anymore because you and I have seen all the same stuff now. We are completely all caught up. You have an official Game of Thrones viewer. You've seen it all. And I guess now would be the appropriate time to say, and now his watch is ended. With that being said, if you guys liked what you were watching, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe to stay tuned for more if you're not already. It would mean so much. It means so much already for all the ones that are subscribed. So if you want to join this journey as well, we would really appreciate it. If you want to watch our full-length reaction to various Game of Thrones episodes, you could check those out on Patreon. You can stick around and watch our full-length reactions to movies and other shows, and you can watch just our reactions to movies and other shows. If you're here and you've mainly been watching Game of Thrones and you liked what you were watching, look, we've got many other things out there for you to check out and enjoy. So feel free to hop on over there, get in the comment section. Maybe I'll recognize you. We could have something to talk about. Who knows? But yeah, it would be great to see you guys on other videos, and you know, leave some suggestions down below. We are definitely considering Breaking Bad. That's definitely a thought of ours. We might have already started it by now, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. Zay, I know you have a Twitch.
Yeah, I do, guys. Come tune to my Twitch. Link will be down in the description below. My schedule is on my profile as well. If you're looking to see me live with Cameron on my Twitch, Tuesdays and Fridays in particular. Otherwise, it's kind of up in the air on what I'm going to be doing on the other days. But yeah, come tune in, come say hi. And Cam, I know you have a Twitch.
Yep, Just Your Average Cam. Links in the description. Thank you guys for being here so much. It means the world, and it's I don't know how many times I can say it, but it's over. It's done. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you on whatever's next. And
peace.
Peace.